in, Sneeples. Today is Monday, which means it's Market Monday. Over this last week, not a whole lot of news has happened. There was a battle harden though. Uzuri did win. That's kind of shaping up the meta going into the Pro Tour, which is right around the corner. We're gonna have to wait and see how the Pro Tour plays out to see if there's any spicy lists that come about and might spike a few things. So not a whole lot of news to go over, but let's just jump straight into this. First, let's go over a couple promos, starting with Jack-O-Lantern. The red version of this card went from $7 all the way up to $10. That's a 28% increase. The blue one went up as well. That went from $2 all the way up to $5. That's a 150% increase. These are some very unique and special promos. And the supply on TCG Play right now is a little lower than I would have ever expected. And I find that quite fascinating. Rudy Gemkeeper. Rudy, the Gemkeeper. I briefly want to talk about this. It has not had a giant spike or anything like that, so there's no percentages gained. It's actually going down. Currently on TCG Player, it's sitting for around $160, and that has fallen quite a bit away from where it used to be. There's not that big of a demand for this card. It's just a special hero promo. When the kit came out, he was selling it through his Patreon for $1,000. You get the cards, and then he also gives you a special discount for Flesh and Blood products. That's a lot of money. And currently, just a hero itself has dropped down all the way to $160. I bought my kit in August this last year. I was not one of his early adopters of a patron to buy the kit. I wasn't a patron with them. But I was able to pick up a kit for $350 in August, so I thought I got mine for a good deal. But over this last few weeks, I've seen a lot of people post on Twitter screenshots of the prices of the Rudy card. And it keeps going down and down and down. And so today I figured I'd finally at least bring that to your light. That's just information for you to use as you do. Ninja Dishonor. This card went from $7.95 up to $14. That's a 76% increase. I don't know if you remember, last week we did go over this card because it was moving, and it's moving yet again. So it's always good to keep tuned with the Market Mondays, because then you'll see when the trends are happening and it's trending upwards again. It just keeps moving. Ooh, Spinal Crush. This card went from $4.54 up to $6.50. That's a 43% increase. Out of some Guardian cards, which have some pretty sweet on-hit effects, this is one of them. Love this card. Runeblades Sonata Phantasmia. This card went from $7 all the way up to $10. That's a 42% increase. We do know this is an expansion slot card, so we know once they get cooking and they hold their values pretty well. Super sweet in Living Legend format. And that's pretty much all I know about Sonata Phantasmia. Wait, so you're telling me there's a card I kind of forgot to talk about because I didn't even realize it was doing things? It's been like this for a few weeks? Oh, well, we'll go over it. You know, I want to quickly go over Vestige of Soul. While I was out of town, not making Market Mondays, because I was gone for like 2 weeks, this card moved up. So within the last week and a half, this card was around $45-ish. Now it's up to around $55-ish. Now for the longest time there, Vestige of Soul was sitting around $20, $25, $30 for like forever. But when I was away, I didn't even realize this card went up. I should have been paying more attention. This is just an observation. You guys probably already know all about Vestige of Soul being a slightly more expensive card now. It's just something that was new to me. In case anybody else missed it, I wanted to make sure you got it. The other thing that I want to say about some of the Monarch legendaries while I was perusing data, Footsteps is now more expensive than Valiant Dynamo. For a while there, Footsteps were sitting for about $120, $130, and then Valiant Dynamos, as you guys know, it was spiked to like the 160s, 170s there for a bit. Valiant Dynamos are back down to about $130. Footsteps are about $145. So it was kind of nice seeing Footsteps making it way back up to where it usually is, the most expensive legendary in Monarch. I also just want to say thank you to all of our patrons. We do have a Patreon, guys, and it does help us out a lot. So I just want to say thank you so much. I want to give a special shout out to Yuji, Blaine, Nehru, Simone, Adam, Stephen, Ignacio, Darren, Philippe, Logan the Guardian, Matthew, Kelvin, Luke, Solly68, Banefire, Torpong, Alex, Brandon, John, Jonathan, and Maxime. Thank you guys so much for supporting us. It does mean a lot to me and Eric, and we're very grateful and we very much appreciate it. And that wraps it up. A few cards moved, some things we wanted to talk about because we saw some pricings that were changing. But really, we're just waiting on Pro Tour now to see where that is gonna land, who's gonna win, what the top 8 decks will be, as well as it'll be exciting to see the Battle Harden because I believe that's gonna be Living Legend. And then that might shift a few things here and there to see Is Starville's still going to be the number one? Or maybe Viscerai gets in there and Chain? We're going to have to find out. Other than that, guys, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.